and have my phonetic Castilla on there. Okay, so this is file number 2026-22609FH in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Enrique H. Costilla. I have Dave McCready appearing on behalf of the people. And I think this is an Alexander Bayonetto file. And then I have Matt Murphy appearing on behalf of Mr. Costilla. So everybody pause for a minute because Ms. DeLine is back. So I'm going to go back to file number 2022-49188DM in the matter of Kathleen DeLine versus John DeLine. So Ms. DeLine, you're back. Were you able to verify they received the paperwork?
I did. She said she did receive an email and it looks like it's what they need. So we should be set up.
So do you want me to set a review date for this, or do you feel that you've got everything you need?
At this point, I think I've got everything that we need.
All right, very good. So I will dismiss the contempt of court at this point because he has complied. That means you won't have to come back to court again. Mr. DeLine, there will come a point where you have to sign some paperwork. I expect that to be signed within 24 hours. And otherwise, she can show cause you back in. Good luck to both of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. Back on the record in file number 26-22609FH. Sorry about that. So, Mr. Murphy, how would you like to proceed today?
Yeah, I think there's, I thought there was a show cause that he had to be arraigned on. We wanted to set trial on the underlying charge. Mr. Costilla, I'm sorry.
Costilla.
The problem I ran into with his case, Mr. Bayonetto is offering for him to plead as charged, the OWI 3rd. He resides in Westland, which is Wayne County. We've reached out to them. They won't take a transfer case for their specialty court, for the sobriety court. He doesn't qualify here because he's not residing in this county. So I've ran into kind of a roadblock in regards to what we can do. So again, we're asking it to set trial probably a bit of ways out, sometime past the summer. I'm not sure what the court schedule is. I was going to, because also if we are going to trial, I need to try to see if there's some experts we may need to retain or something like that in regards to actually looking through some of the things in the case. So I would need some time for that to occur. But again, in regards to these show causes, I think there's other outstanding ones he was already charged with. We'd ask for those to be set. I guess if you want to do a hearing, sometime shortly before the trial, or we could just have him for a pre-trial at the trial. I'm not sure whatever the court wants to do. But again, I think there's still one that needs to be arraigned on.
Okay. All right. I do have a letter dated June 8th of 2026 from Darren Costar, or Darren's here. Darren, would you like to provide an update?
Yes, Judge. I do have an additional contempt of court where he registered numbers yet again. It's his fourth date in which he registered numbers. He tested positive for alcohol on February 27th, March 4th, May 13th, May 24th. On occasion two, it's showing that he's missing tests, but that might not be his fault, as the unit is having trouble obtaining GPS signal. He claims that it's a faulty device. He actually swapped out devices. Smart Start took a look at the previous device and found no problems with it. It's their belief he's been consuming intoxicants. So if he is to remain out, my suggestion is that we actually switch him over to a SCRAM device so we get 24/7 readings.
Okay. All right. Do you want to respond to that, Mr. Murphy?
Your Honor, in regards to a SCRAM device, I think that we'll be asking for something like that. Mr. Costilla, I'm sorry. He is adamant that he's not guilty of these. I think that would be the best way for him to show the court, other than giving samples of blood or something like that, for it to increase the regimen of testing. So I'd ask the court to do that. As a way in lieu of incarcerating him. Obviously, the concern the court would have is abiding by the bond condition. So I'd ask the court to consider that, imposing the GPS, or I'm sorry, the SCRAM unit on him in lieu of incarcerating him.
All right, so no objection to SCRAM.
No.
All right, so I guess you don't really need to weigh in on that. Mr. McCready says they have no objection to a SCRAM device. All right, so All right, so Mr. Castillo, on the show cause for testing positive on May 13, February 27 and March 4 of 26. Those are contempt of court. Do you understand they carry a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail? Speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now, Mr. Murphy has discussed those contempt of courts with you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you are satisfied with Mr. Murphy as your attorney and the advice that he has given you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Murphy, how do you want to proceed on the contempt of court?
Your Honor, at this time, we're entering a not guilty plea, asking the court to set it. Again, with the underlying charge being set for trial, I don't know if the court wants to have a hearing on this before or after the trial. But whatever the court schedule, whatever fits court schedule best, would ask for a hearing to be scheduled on all of these, I guess, so we can get them all wrapped up. I would ask for it to be sometime before the trial date, because that could indicate, or that could change depending on, what the trial.
All right. 1 day for a trial?
Yeah, I would say probably maybe 2 hours, all 20 total.
And Mr. McCready, would you agree no more than 1 day?
Well, I mean, if he's calling experts, that kind of puts it.
Yeah, I guess that would change, so, yeah.
All right, I'll do 2 days. So, Ms. Adams, I'm looking for a 2-day jury trial. Mr. Malaro, while I'm waiting for that date, do you need a breakout room with Mr. Bowerman?
I do not.
Judge, we could do Tuesday, September 8th through the 10th. Or the 9th.
Nope, that would work for the defense, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. McCready is like, oh, that should work for Mr. Bayonetto.
Yes. As far as I'm concerned, it's a great date.
Okay, so I'll set trial September 8th, and Miss Adams, when I'm done with this, could I get a copy of this from Mr. Castillo? All right, and then let's do a final pretrial August 26th. At 8:30 in the morning. And I will require, I'll set that as a motion deadline, as well as the date voir dire questions and jury instructions will be due. We can address all those issues on that day. Anything else?
Nothing further from the defense, Your Honor.
And Mr. McCready?
Nothing for the people. Thank you.
All right. I'll enter a plea of not guilty on the contempt of courts. We'll set everything over to that August 26th pretrial. Ms. Adams, if I can get a copy of the scheduling order from Mr. Castillo. So have a seat at the end of the bench and we'll get you a copy of that, all right? Thank you. All right, Mr. Malaro. Oh, wait, here's my kid. I think it was. And the SCRAM unit? Yeah, I added a SCRAM unit. So, Mr. Coast, do you want Mr. Castillo to stick around to talk to you about the SCRAM? All right, this is file number 2025-22242FH, 2025-22243FH, 2025-22277FH, 2025-22469FH, and 2025-22479FH in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Gary Scott Bowerman. I have Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Mr. Bowerman And I have Dave McCready appearing on behalf of the people. Says the date and time set for pretrial on all of these matters. So, Mr. Malaro, how would you like to proceed?
Judge, just like the previous case, since I will be leaving the office on Friday, I'd ask to adjourn this matter so a new attorney can be assigned and become familiar with Mr. Bowerman's case. I don't know that it needs an extensive adjournment, but I would say a minimum of
Bye,
All right, good
everybody.
job.
Have a great day.